Not a bad morning. This truck started right up yesterday after sitting for a week and a half with no problems. This truck started right up yesterday as well. Let's see what it does this morning. Ooh. You didn't eat my candy bar while I was gone, did you? Change of plans. These Yetter guys would like that planter moved over into the middle and kind of opened up in the shop, so I'm going to do that for them, shut this truck off. I'll work on some other things while they can have free range of the shop to do what they need to do. Got to get that Instagram. All right, I am not going to bother those guys. I'm going to let them work. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if this truck will start now because it's been hooked up for an hour. Get this truck out of the way, and then I'm gonna load another truck for Jim so that he can get out of here while I get these other two trucks ready to go. Good morning, girls. How's breakfast?
Good.
Oh, Isla.
Good.
Good.
I'm done.
Are you going to school?
Yeah.
You gonna be good?
Yeah. I'm going back up.
Time to leave Aurora.
Morning, Anna. Did you have a good night? I hope so, huh? Yeah. Just had to do a morning check-in now that everybody's up. It's a little bit easier working around here now compared to 2 weeks ago when the snow was up and above these motors. That was an issue. Other than a couple of pigeons, I don't see any squirrels, raccoons, or rotten spots sitting on top. So I'm gonna trust that it looks okay, because usually you can see those spots. We pulled out of this bin not too long ago, so rather than climb in there when I'm alone, I'm gonna trust it, I'm gonna watch it. After I pull a few loads out, I'll make sure that it's going down evenly. It's a little bit soggy out here right now. I am standing inside the truck now because I turned that auger on that bin, that unload auger, just to test it, run some stuff through, make sure everything was running good. It appeared to be, but when I flipped the switch off to let it run empty, I heard a noise that I didn't like, and 20 seconds later I heard a noise come down through this driveway spout and into the truck here that I didn't like. So I'm kind of looking for a needle in a haystack, but I'm wondering if we got a sheared bolt or a rock. I don't know what could be, but I'm gonna dig around in here before I put any more in to see if I can figure out what's going on, because I'm not confident in turning that auger on right now. I don't know what I've got. After digging for quite some time, I have not found anything. Maybe it's my imagination, I don't know, but I didn't feel great about it. But I'm not gonna find anything in here, so now I just gotta figure out how exactly to get out of here, because that is a lot slipperier than it looks. I guess we try it again. So it seemed good, but I can tell from the way it sounded, I know we're turning up here, something stopped turning back here. There's a splice in here that I'm betting we sheared a bolt on. That unload auger has been nothing but problems. I guess I'll switch bins. I know people are going to question this. I'm switching bins right now because I got to get this truck loaded. I want to keep these trucks moving. it's not a nice day to fix that. We've got other bins to pull out of. That's what we're gonna do. I know what the problem is. I'm just gonna pull out of other bins and get these trucks moving, and we'll fix that when we get a chance here in the next week or so. Second bin looked good also, so I did not climb in it. I'm gonna let it run a little bit slowly right now, just to heat the belts up, get the moisture off of them, because everything is dripping wet this morning. Those belts like to slip when they're soaking wet. So I'm gonna run it slow, dry those belts off, then I'll open it up, let this baby load. It's always fun getting loaded in the morning. Better fix that. All right, that is one truck loaded. When Jim gets here, I'll send him in this. I've got this other one transferring over into the smaller bin. That way we can load out of 2 bins and load the trucks a lot quicker. Seems foolish to transfer the corn twice, but it makes the process of loading much quicker since we got that other bin down right now, and the rest of them are actually full of soybeans. Ew, I got GMO dust all over me. Well, I got that transferring. I figure I'll go through, check a few tires here on this truck, get this one ready to go. We got the Yetter guys working in there. Jim is hauling a load, so we'll get this other truck ready to go and hopefully load this. Then I got to get a load of beans loaded into the cart, because those guys I'm sure are going to come in the next couple of days and start hauling beans out of here. So I want to get that done as well. Tires are good. I'm gonna move over here now and turn this thing off, because I don't want to transfer too much, because that isn't a very big bin, so it's only gonna hold about another 7,000 bushels or even 6. So I got to turn this thing off. We've had it running for about an hour, so should be up there a ways. I was wrong. It can take a bunch more. I'm gonna go back to transferring. Time to unplug this sump pump that I started up. This is the sump pump that empties our fuel tanks here, where we've got the dike system in case we've got a leak. We get too much water in it, and that big barrel, which is empty, ended up floating off to the side, so we're gonna have to straighten that out sometime this summer. But anyway, I got the water pumped out of here. It's an inconvenient way to do it, but I don't know how else to do it, because we can't put it on an automatic in case there ever were to be a leak. We don't want to pump the stuff out, so we just have to pump this water out every once in a while. Now I may as well get this other truck loaded for Jim, because he's probably going to be back in 30 or 40 minutes. Get that ready for him so that when he shows up, he can get that out of here. Oh yeah, I was gonna fix that. Somewhere out there, there's a world without fog and clouds. Here it comes. We'll see if that'll hold now. And Jim's back with the next truck, so we'll let him take this one and load another one up for him. This one could use a little bit of go-go juice. 5 to 7, I got plenty of diesel in this other red truck, so it should be good to go. I'll load it up for you right now. It'll be ready for you to take when you get back. Much better. Hey, Digi. Got another one loaded. Sure would be nice if that sun would stay out. Maybe it would dry up a little bit around here and not be quite so moist. those guys are working hard, so I'm gonna leave them be. It sounds like they may be able to finish that job today. And so in that case, we'll get them on camera talking about what they're putting on there, and we can kind of look at what we got. And then of course you guys will get to see me use those things. There comes the sun. And I get to climb one more bin for the day. I figured I'd climb this one just to see, make sure it's all running out of the center nice and not bridging up anywhere. Looks pretty nice in here, so I'm gonna stay out. It is now 11:30 a.m., which means I've got to get inside the house and clean up. I'm actually headed over to the local high school to talk to high school students about being a farmer for career day. I don't know if I'll have anything interesting to say, so I don't know if any of these kids will find me interesting or not, but we're gonna talk about farming either way. Here we go. So that was fun. Back to work. They're gonna make some more adjustments to those row cleaners yet, and the compressor on that. They're kind of fine-tuning everything right now for me. I'm gonna roll the tarp open on this and load another truck so that we're all ready to go in the morning, because we're gonna try and take off here early in the morning so that we can get as much hauled tomorrow as we possibly can, because the next 2 days after tomorrow it sounds like we have a large amount of snowfall coming. So that will make a large mess out of everything. It sounds like maybe 14 to 16 inches. We'll see if that actually happens or not. I'm hoping not. If it came as rain, it wouldn't be so bad, but we'll get what we get. Just loading another truck. Another one full. Time to check on the Yetter boys again. Yetter again. They are still throwing some minor adjustments at it, so I may as well load up another one, I guess. Loading trucks. But first, another one needs go-go juice. Burning dinosaur bones, and of course a blend of soybean oil. Digi, come here. You don't like the camera? She hates the camera. All right, I'm here with Jeff from Yetter. Cody's trying to hide. He doesn't want to be on camera. He's running away. These guys spent the last 24 hours basically bolting these things on. Yep. And we're gonna try them out here. These are the Shark Tooth roll cleaners from Yetter. Yep. What do you got to say about them, Jeff?
Well, they're the 2940 product line from Yetter. They're on parallel linkage, and they have up pressure and down pressure airbags, so we control those at the same time. We have 3 circuits. We have up pressure, which is on every row of the planter. We have down pressure, which is going to be on the left wing and the right wing, it's the same. And then we have a separate down pressure for the center rows. And it's a live breathing system, so when he makes an adjustment in the cab, that change happens in the airbag in a second. So pretty quick. Customers really like it, and it's been very effective for us.
So for those who don't know what the idea is behind these, is they'll ride right on the ground in front of the row unit, and they'll spin, and they'll basically knock any extra trash out of the way, trash or small rocks or corn stalks, root balls, whatever we've got there. Knock them out of the way and give it a lot more of a consistent seed bed so that our planting depth is hopefully more consistent and our row units will ride a lot smoother. So I'm looking forward to trying them. We're going to try them. We got that little bit of newly rented ground here that didn't get tilled. We got some ground of our own that didn't get tilled. And we're going to try them out this year and see what we can do with these. Looks like everything's out of the way. Well, there they are, guys. I am excited to run these things. I'm excited just to start planting in general. And it is now past 7:30 p.m. and I got 3 little kids running around in the house without their mother in there, which means I got to get up there and check on things. They've been by themselves for about an hour up there. So I better head up there and check. That means I'm not going to get that truck loaded tonight like I wanted to. So I'm going to have to start a little bit early in the morning. I'll be out here about 5:30, getting that truck loaded to make sure I can get it loaded and get off and try to be one of the first ones in line at the ethanol plant around 7 o'clock. So that's that. That's a day. Thanks to Jeff and Cody from Yetter for coming out and setting those up. Like I said, I'm excited to see how those things work and see the difference that those things make, and we're gonna hit it. That's it. That's all I got. Thanks, guys. Okay, bye. All right, Cat. It's time for you to go catch something. Go on now. Go catch something.